I tell her get low, gon' rock with me. You gon' mess around now and get a shopping spree. I'm now in your possession like apostrophe. Oh, enough with all the talking, I just told her say less and do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her do more, do more, do more, do more. Go ahead, set the mood right, dirty like a food fight. You been working all day, load it up in 2 nights. Do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her, yeah. And she gon' work that round. I'ma mess around and drown when she drop that down. No more phone be blowing up, I like not right now. Oh, I swear that she in next the way she work that mouth. Whoa, automatic cause she move, she be cousin static. I be straight up like an addict, might be coming at it. Now I gotta have it, had enough with all the moves, yeah, move here. Ooh, let me grab it now, I'm on 1 year. Now I'm not done yet, told her wait right here. I'll be back 1 sec, this is just time out, this is not no way. Go and grab that friend, and you know what's next, stay. You been rockin' with an all-star, baby, and I know you coming early like a false-star, baby. Packing out the seat, this ain't no hostile, baby, and they know me in the city like a mob star. Oh, I tell her get low, gon' rock with me. You gon' mess around now and get a shopping spree. I'm now in your possession like apostrophe. Oh, enough with all the talking, I just told her say less and do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her do more, do more, do more, do more. Go ahead, set the mood right, dirty like a food fight. You been working all day, load it up in 2 nights. Do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her, yeah.
Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Yeah, I need it now, told him on the lay. I've been moving dog, yeah, I'm on the way. I don't hear the talk, don't care what they say. I don't got no patience, I can't ever wait. I've been trying to get it, running up all these digits. And I've been in the gym, I've been up doing minutes. I just put in that work, told them it's strictly business. And I see through the face, they all just burning bridges. Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Yeah, they don't want it done like I want it, dog. Yeah, they say they want it, then they took the summer off. I've been going down the list, checking numbers off. I was checking on your numbers, told them something's off. I was at the bottom, now you know I'm climbing. Now they sending deals, they know I ain't signing. They been trying to sell it, they know I ain't buying. When they send a text, dog, I ain't replying. Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, And it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, Mafia? Welcome back to another Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What is in my hat right here? What is going on here? But anyway, what is going on, Mafia? Welcome back to another amazing live stream here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. Guys, we're getting the pullback that we were expecting. Well, I don't know if we would say we were only expecting a pullback, but we were looking for some very specific things. If you guys caught the market update earlier today, you will know what that is. Or if you're watching the live stream and the market update on Friday, you guys will know exactly what we were looking for here on price. As you guys know, I was in a short position on Friday with a tight stop loss in anticipation of one more push to the upside based off of some resting liquidity sitting above. And what happened on yesterday? We wound up getting that pump through that liquidity, sweeping that liquidity, and now we are getting the move down as we were looking at on Friday, guys. I want to talk about what we're looking at next here for Bitcoin as we have now broken down below a key level of support. Is this something you should be worried about? Are we still looking up to higher prices? Is this a small pullback? Is this the end? Are we going back down to 60K? What is going on here? I'm going to break it all down in tonight's live stream. So shout out to the CandleMafia. We got Hodl Crypto in the chat. What is going on, guys? Don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get gives you some free chance to win some free crypto. We gave away some Frankie Candles hats and some free crypto on Friday's live stream. Let's do it again on this Friday night's live stream. But yeah, shout out to Nirvana. What is going on? We got Jesse in the chat. Welcome in, bro. We got VW, John, J, Violet, Mark, Dutch, Caffeinated Crypto. Shout out to the Caffeinated Crypto crew. Hey, we got that Aztecian Cactus Moss Water today. I was going to go with black coffee, but had to go with the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. Needed a little bit of an extra boost. Shout out to French Toaster. What is going on? Welcome in, bro. Dropping the Bruce Buffer emoji and those candle emojis. We got Michael S. in the chat. Darren Does Things. Dave Digital. Rob the Crypto Snob. Tyler Durden. Crypto Billy, Chemistry Bro, you guys know who the mods are. They're holding it down in the chat. We got Ryan in the chat saying Brett to the moon, baby. We could try to take a look at Brett today. We got $5 for BTC. Check it in. Gen Z said, what is going on? Gen Z said, hello, I'm new Frankie Candles. Shout out to Gen Z. Welcome in for your very first time. Shout out to Gen Z. What is going on, bro? We got Ryan in the chat. Let's see. Clay the Great. B Team Crypto. What is going on? Thank you guys all for being here. But guys, we got a lot to look at here on the charts. What is Bitcoin going to do next? Let's go ahead and try to figure it out. Let's get into it. So here we are, guys. Let me take one more sip of this Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. Let's see. Shout out to Crypto Infinity. Welcome in. What is up, bro? Good to see you in here. I'm my hero. Says, what's up, homies? Welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. But let's go ahead and break down these charts, guys. So as you know, we have our major range here, which we've been looking at for, the better part of 7 months, maybe even longer than that at this point. But as you guys know, this is our major range here on the higher time frames. I'll come up to the daily to kind of zoom out and give us a little bit more context. And yeah, This is still the overall range here, guys. We are looking for the moves from the low to the POC, get above that POC, and then look for a move up to that value area high. And as you guys know, that's kind of what we were expecting here. We took that long down at 50K in the premium Discord, got above that anchored VWAP, got that move to the POC, and then last week, at the end of last week, the situation we were in here, I'll just go over this very briefly. As we were kind of bing-bonging around here, we came down on Thursday, tapped that POC. As long as we were able to hold that support above that POC, we were looking for a potential move up to the value area high. And the specific situation I was in, guys, if you guys tuned in to Friday's live stream, you will know I was in a short position based off of this 4-hour bearish divergence, looking to print, and that did wind up playing out a little bit. But we were also very suspicious of that resting liquidity above this high as we took a look at those liquidation heat maps. Let me see if I can pull those up for you guys right now. Come on over to the order flow, bada boom, heat maps, and there we go, right? So as you guys know, we were looking at that little pullback, but we knew we had this liquidity resting above saying, hey, I was leaning a little bit more neutral and managing this short very tightly with the risk, anticipating that potential push up here to sweep that liquidity that we had above. And then on Sunday, we wound up coming up, sweeping that liquidity before the bigger pullback. We'll cover the key levels of support, but we wound up seeing that happen perfectly, guys. And these heat maps have been absolutely insane and super, super helpful in calling for these potential, last pushes up to sweep that liquidity before the next move down. And hopefully you guys kind of take that and learn from it on these live streams and use it to your advantage. We saw that happen absolutely perfectly. Unfortunately, guys, my short, as I was managing the risk very tightly, I don't just say it, I actually do it. I did wind up getting stopped out here, and I was unable to enter that short position, even though we had that set up in the premium Discord. I got stopped out for a small loss, but a lot of people in the premium Discord were able to take advantage of that. Shout out to anybody in the premium or the kitchen, as I like to call it, taking advantage of that move. And I am not FOMO short right now, guys. I did not get my entry at the top here. I got stopped out, didn't re-enter, or didn't have a chance to re-enter, and I am not FOMOing short. I have to wait for a potential retracement before looking for a fresh short position. But yeah, that's what we were looking at on Friday, looking for a potential take of that liquidity. If we came down without doing that, I was looking for my short to play out. But then we wound up seeing that bullish case play out, come up, sweep the liquidity right into our short zone for that bigger pull to the downside. Now, not only that, guys, not only did we have those bearish divergences on the 4-hour printing, but we also did have some bear divs here on the 8-hour as well as the 10-hour as well, printing those bearish divergences. And I'm going to show the local context as well to kind of put this all into context for you guys to show you exactly what we were looking at. But we got those bearish divergences into that key level of resistance. And not only that, on the Friday night's live stream, we were looking at that red dot looking to print with that potential. I even think the Friday night's live stream was titled like Watch the Signal or something like that. But that signal was this daily bearish divergence looking to potentially print with the higher highs on price action, lower highs on your momentum waves. And on top of that, just that daily red dot looking to give us a little bit of a pullback. And that was kind of the thought process behind seeing this pullback come in. And here we are. And I want to pull up the local context here, because if you guys tuned in last week, you will know not that range. Where is it? The 67K local range. As you guys know, we were coming up to that value area high. And as every time we look at this on the live stream, guys, volume profiles, you are looking for shorts on the deviations above the highs. We get that deviation with those bearish confirmations. What happens? We get accepted back into the range. Where's that next likely place for price to go? Looking for price to go right down to that POC. And if we come on down to the lower time frames, you guys can actually see that we got a beautiful, beautiful breakdown below that value area high, bearish retest on that value area high. We get stuck underneath, and then you're looking for that POC to come in, and beautifully, we come right into that POC. So what are we to expect next? We know how we got here. We saw that liquidity sweep. Shout out, guys, drop a sauce can in the chat. If you have the Frankie Candles memberships, drop those sauce can or sauce jars in the chat. Drop a hashtag value if you don't have a membership. If you guys remember what we were looking for I think we even talked about it in a market update on Friday, looking at that resting liquidity sitting up here. Again, I took my shot here, got stopped out and missed my position, unfortunately. Contrary to popular belief, guys, I don't catch every single trade, right? Oftentimes we're long from the bottom, short from the top, but sometimes I miss a trade myself, right? I'm at the chart at the time. I don't see the setup, I sit down. We already get the dump. There's those sauce cans. Let's go. Or sauce jars. I got to start saying sauce jars, guys. Shout out to you guys. Drop that in the chat. Hashtag value if you don't have it. But let me know if you guys were in here on Friday looking at those two scenarios, guys. As a trader, you don't need to know exactly what price is going to do. You have to look at both cases. And this is a perfect example of it, right? I was short based off the 4-hour bear div. Yeah, 4-hour bearish divergence, right? Lower highs under momentum waves, higher highs under price action into our key level of resistance. But we knew with that liquidity on the heat maps that we visualize, we could visually see it here saying, hey, sometimes that liquidity acts as a magnet. So are we going to come up, sweep out the rest of that liquidity before the bigger drop down? And that is exactly what we did. And that is why I was managing that risk so tightly. But unfortunately, it didn't go according to plan because I didn't catch the short there. But that's okay. Again, it's very important, guys. I do not chase the trade. I do not chase FOMO into the short, right? I wait for price to come down and I will reassess the situation and I will look to get into a short on the way back up, right? Look for the retracement back up and then look for a potential move down. And we could talk about some of those levels that we may be looking at for a potential rejection, but just in the grand scheme here, guys, what is likely to happen next? Well, we saw the deviation with the bearish confirmations to call for the move below the value area high and the move down to the POC. What is likely to happen next? Are we going to bounce from here? Are we going to finally get up to that $70,000 level that everybody wants to see? Or are we going to get a bigger pullback here? Now, with all this being said, right, before I cover these local levels, I do want to talk about the higher time frames one more time here because, as you guys know, just because we looked for that pullback based off the daily red dot, based off the things that we were seeing, the bearish divergences forming into those key levels of resistance, just because we saw those bearish signals, just because we were looking for that to potentially give us a pullback, does not mean that we are expecting things to just go to zero. So why are we not looking for that? Very simply put, if we pull up Lux Algo and we look at the market structure here on the daily time frame, this is not the daily, this is the 4-hour. Let's go to the daily. You guys can see, right? Ever since we got this bullish change of character, this opens up the door to potentially look for lackluster pullbacks to put in those higher lows and then break structure to the upside. We looked for this last week and we wound up getting it. And now we are above the POC. And if we do get a continued pullback, I am still going to be looking for higher lows and continuations up. So just because we looked for the pullback that we got and we could be potentially looking for lower does not mean that we are calling for zero or bearish on Bitcoin in the long term at all, right? We're just trying to look for those shorter term trades so we could jump in, grab our bag, and jump out on these ebbs and flows in the market. So based off this bullish market structure here, with the higher highs and higher lows coming in with the breakish structure, the bullish change of character, we are going to be looking at this as a potential continuation up. However, uptrends have ups and then they have downs, right? They have a low, a high, a higher low, and a higher high. Are we going to put in another higher low here? And if we do, should we still be looking at the levels that we were looking at last week, or did they change? And I'm going to talk about that right now. So that's what we're looking at. Just to be clear, in the grand scheme of things, guys, we still have not hit our value area high. So if we do come down, and even if we start to correct, I'm going to be looking for those higher lows and a potential push up into the value area high if we don't get it from here. But with that being said, what are those key levels down below that we can be looking at in order to see those higher lows come in? Well, in my opinion, guys, if we go ahead and hide this major range, we'll pull up the 67K value area, which again is kind of the local context that we're looking at. There's a few different levels that I'm looking at. Now, number one, the biggest level that I would be looking at, like the major zone of support that, this is kind of where I would be looking to, if I can catch that short on the retracement back up. Again, shout out to the premium Discord. Like I said, I can't catch every single trade, guys, but really what's important to me, obviously we were able to get that set up into the premium Discord here for everybody to take advantage of, but unfortunately I just missed my entry. But really what's important to me, guys, in the Discord is that if I miss the position, it's a little bit of a bummer, right? I'm missing out on a little bit of cash, but it's totally fine as long as I can get that information in there for you guys to take advantage of. And shout out to, there's a bunch of people in the Discord that was talking about not only catching it based off this setup, but they even missed the original entry, and they were able to re-enter based off of what they're learning inside of this educational Discord, not even based off the setup, just saying, hey, I know we were looking for the short there, it's coming down, but they've learned things in the Discord that were able to help them find an entry on the way back up based off of other signals and other strategies that we use. So shout out to everybody in the kitchen. Hurts me a little bit. Make those gains for me. Cash it in for your boy Frankie Candles. But, if we get the bigger pullback here, guys, I'm going to go over the bullish case and the bearish case. The more bearish case would be, hey, are we going to get the continuation down here, lose this POC, and then if we do, guys, the big level of support, in my opinion, now I'm not saying we're guaranteed to come down here, but if we get the bigger pullback, this is going to be a big level to look at, and it's simply just going to be the value area low of the $67,000 range coming in at $64,579. This is also confluent, right? Where else do we look for higher lows to come in at? If we're looking for a lackluster pullback to put in a higher low and continue to the upside, where are we likely to put that higher low in? Well, it all comes down to the golden pockets, right? Well, I'm actually not this one just yet, but this local golden pocket is coming in confluence with that value area low, and 786 is just below. So this is going to be kind of the first area that I would be looking at for a big bounce if we're able to make it down there. There's no guarantees we get down there, but this is going to be a big level. And again, like not too shocking, right? It's just the value area low of the range. So if we lose the POC, we come down, and I'll go over the low, like the POC in just a second. But if we do see the full fill of this range, I would love to see some bullish confirmations at that value area low to load up on some more fresh longs, assuming we get the signals, not just waiting for price to get down there and taking a long. We have to see those signals present themselves. But that is what I'm going to be looking at. The value area low at 64.5, 64.6 is going to be a very, very key level, especially with the confluence of that golden pocket and the 786 sitting just below. Now, if we start to break down below that, I mean, to be honest, I don't even know if I'm going to cover the lower levels just because, like, as long as we're within the volume profile, guys, like, let's keep it simple, right? Let's keep it simple because, you know, there's no need to overcomplicate things when we just have a simple value area here, right? 67K range, which has been our kind of key level that we've been looking at between... Did I just get hacked? I just got hacked, guys. What the heck is this? Why did that just happen? What the... My chart is gone now. Where is the... Okay, that's it, guys. That's it. It's over. It's over, guys. We lost the chart. All right, hang on one second. Let me go ahead and load this back up real quick. Oh, God. Why does that happen to me? This has been happening to me recently. TradingView just absolutely just scamming me out here on the... just delete my chart. Okay, so here we are. We're back. But yeah, just looking at this local volume profile, let me turn off Lux Algo really quick. Bada boom. Oh, you know what I think happened actually? Because I clicked this. That's exactly what happened, guys. TradingView's not scamming me, but they did add this nice little feature here that puts your chart presets, right? I have all these different charts with, like, you know, I have the cycle chart, I have the live stream public, I have the October chart, I got a new chart, spider line chart. They actually added these. I'm not used to having these on the chart, and I thought I'm mistaken that with my my indicator presets, which 0 takes off all my indicators, but I click 0, which pulled up that new chart. Shout out to TradingView, adding so many features here. But anyway, continuing on here, right? This is the local range. Very, very simply put. You deviate above the high, lose the value area high. We're going to the POC. If we lose this POC, which is sitting at $67,320, if we break below that and we can't get back above, this is where I would look for the bigger move down towards that value area low. Now, I don't know if we're going to be lucky enough to get the move all the way down there. I would absolutely love it. It would kind of go along with what we were looking at last week. It would just be like the perfect play out of our plan, but I'm not guaranteeing that we see that. I know, like, it's crazy. The TA has been hitting like super, super hard lately, but you know, it is eventually not going to play out at some point. It's not going to play out 100% of the time, but it has been treating us very, very, very well. But POC, this is like your real key level of support. This is the level that we're bouncing off of right now, $67,320. We lose this. That's where you can look for the bigger move down towards that 64.5 POC value area low golden pocket. However, we do have, you know, obviously there's going to be local levels in between, guys. Just as, you know, at anytime you look at the chart, there's going to be local levels and macro levels. But if we pull some of these more local Fibonacci levels, you do have a golden pocket sitting down here at about $66,569. So we do kind of continue down below that POC. These are just some local levels to be aware of. Golden pocket 786 sitting about 65,750. So like these are going to be two local levels, but in the grand scheme of the volume profile, guys, as we always look at, break above the low, flip it to support, you look to go to the POC, and then the value area high. You deviate above the high, you get accepted back in, back to the POC, lose the POC, back to the low. That is how I am going to be trading this. But I'm going to be careful around those local levels of resistance or support as well, right? Not just looking to, if I catch another short up here on a lower high, I'm not just going to look to YOLO hold this down to 64K based off of that higher time frame context of the longer time frame, higher low coming in, right? Because again, you know, if we pull up market cipher here really quickly, right, money flow on the daily is still in the green. However, you know, I would really like to see a bigger pullback here, right? Everyone gets bullish on the big push to the upside, and here we are calling for the pullback, and here we are at lower prices, right? So I would really prefer to see a little bit more of a bigger pullback here. Everyone gets bullish. All the longs get wrecked into some key levels. And then, not until we start losing the 786, actually this 786 at about, 61K, that's really where I would start looking down to lower prices, potentially targeting 58 to 57K. But until we get all the way down there, guys, like these are the local levels. I don't want to bring up too many levels here. So yeah, like this is the range to look at. If you want to copy these zones or these levels, go ahead, screenshot this, copy the levels, and get it on your chart. This range is pulled from July 15th. At least here on the daily, it is pulled from, let me go ahead and zoom in here so I can get the actual, I'll just give this one away. July 15th to August 1st. Just pulled from that little area of consolidation that we had around 65K. I'm sorry, 67K, between 65 and 67K. And it worked out beautifully. We used this to not only predict the move above this value area low into the value area high, but also to predict the potential pullback on the deviation above this high, right? So we'll see if we can get the full rotation of the range. That's what I'm looking at. And on top of that here, guys, looking at that daily red dot, when we get those red dots on the daily, what are we going to be looking for? We're going to scoot down to that 90-minute, and we're going to be looking at that money flow. Is that money flow coming out? If it is, which it kind of is, right? Starting to come out here. If we get that daily money flow to cross over into the red while this daily red dot is printing, it could be the cause of that bigger drop to the downside, right? And then if we look over here to the 2-day, we are potentially ready to see a red dot on the 2-day. But again, in the long term, money flow is now back in the green on the 2-day. So higher time frame, still looking for the macro higher low for a potential continuation. If we're lucky enough to get back down here, put in a higher low, then we can be looking up for higher highs. But if we, unless we just rip up out of here for no reason, maybe we do, right? Anything can happen. I will be prepared for that as well. But really what I'd like to see is a little bit more of a pullback based off the 2-day red dot about to print. Daily red dot about to confirm with the bearish divergence about to confirm as well. Just because there's a bear div does not mean price is going to go to zero. Because again, market structure and now money flow, right? Not only do we have the Lux algo pointing out the bullish market structure, right? With the change of character on the daily and the breaker structure to put in a higher low and continue up. The trend is your friend until the end. Anytime you see a bullish change of character, you are going to be looking for lackluster pullbacks for a higher low and a breaker structure to the upside. Right? Now you have the breaker structure. If we get the pullback, you're looking for the higher low, and then the breaker structure to the upside again to continue that uptrend, right? Does that make sense? That's what we're going to be looking at, right? Like even back here, same thing, right? You get the bullish change of character. At this point, bullish change of character, candlesticks turn green. You're looking for lackluster pullbacks for higher lows and continuations up to break structure to the upside, right? And then until that winds up stopping, right? That's the trend is your friend. Now the trend is up. Bada boom. You get to move up. Lackluster pullback, higher low, breaker structure to the upside, right? Same thing here. Lackluster pullback, breaker structure to the upside, right? So it's the same thing. The trend is your friend until the end, and where are those higher lows likely to come in at? Let's just remind you, they are likely to come in at the golden pocket. Whoops. Give me that arrow. There we go, right? They're likely to come in at that golden pocket, 786 retracement, right? That is where we look for the higher low. So where does that bring us in the current price action? Very simply put, it's bringing us right into this blue zone. Now, it's not a guarantee. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. We have to reassess the situation. If we get down here and there's no bullish confirmations, we simply will not take the trade, and we will hold the short, or assuming I get into my position, but the Mafia will be holding their short from the premium Discord at the top. They will be holding a portion of it, hopefully, from the top here if we get the bigger breakdown. But again, we have to trade what the charts give us, and right now on the daily, we can anticipate low time frame continuations to the downside to put in the macro higher low for the continuation up, right? People say, how can you be bullish and bearish at the same time? It all comes down to the context. Higher time frames, still bullish. Medium to lower time frames, right? Because just because the bullish change of character happened here on the daily with the breaker structure doesn't mean if you come on down to the 1 hour, right? Let me break this down for you guys, because I think this is something that a lot of new people might find really hard to kind of comprehend and like grasp. As a new trader, as a new analyst, as someone who's trying to learn how to read the charts, it can be very confusing. It's like, I don't get it. Wait, so we're bearish and we're bullish? Yes, right? We're bullish in the long term, but just because we're bullish in the long term doesn't mean up in a straight line like most people think, right? Most people are just like, oh my God, we pumped. We're going to 100K. Now, again, not saying that we can't just not pump from here. I'm not saying that we can't pump from here, right? Anything is possible, but based off what we've been looking at, helping us catch all these recent moves, short from here, long from here, flipping short again here, and then flipping long again here for this massive move up, right? Where we had our next short position, which was sitting right up here, right? So we've caught all these moves in the premium Discord, and by we, I mean full transparency, I did not take this position. I feel a responsibility to say that. I'm not pretending I'm in this position, guys. I missed this position, unfortunately, but it wasn't set up in the Discord. But all these moves were caught and ready for, we had the setups ready. But in order to catch these, right, we have to understand that most people just expect 100K. So the way we were able to do this, people get really bearish, we are bullish, looking for longs. People get really bullish, we are bearish, looking for shorts, right? And we're able to catch these ups and downs just based off the chart and the way we do the TA here on the channel. So we'll see. Are we going to get the bigger move down here? Hopefully we could see that play out in full, but it is not a guarantee. The charts can at any time do something you don't expect, and we could, maybe we would push up here. But again, the statistics and the data was on our side for the short here. It was on our side for a lackluster pullback or a lackluster bounce to the upside here to flip short for a move back down. And then it was on our side for a move back up. And right now the TA is saying a little bit more of a downside, right? But it just doesn't mean it's 100%. I just want to be very clear about that. We can pump here. But yeah, the TA would say maybe we can get that ride down towards the golden pocket 786 or value area low. Now on top of that, let me go ahead and hide these trades real quick. On top of that, if we're going to expect a higher low here to continue the uptrend, this move down has to happen in order for that to happen, right? So just because we have that bullish change of character on the bullish market structure on the higher time frames, if you come on down to something like the 1 hour and you look here at Lux Algo with the bearish change of character on the 1 hour, in the context of the 1 hour, let me change the font here. Can I make this a little bigger? Let me see here. Bada boom, bada bing. Font size. Internal. Did I make it bigger? There we go, right? So you have a bearish change of character here. This is letting in the context of the 1 hour, right? Not the daily. This doesn't change the fact that the daily is potentially going to put a higher low and continue up. But in the 1 hour, this bearish change of character, candlesticks turn red, or purple in this case, and this is actually this is what it turned. Yeah, it won't be red if you get Lux Algo. Link in the description down below. This is the candle colors that these change to default. Right, these aren't going to change red on Lux Algo. But when they change purple, that's showing you bearish change of character for a lackluster. You're looking for lackluster pullbacks to put in a lower high and a continuation down, the opposite of what we're looking at on the daily. So we can capitalize on this potential continuation down if we're going to get it, while waiting to come down here to flip long for the bigger move up based off the daily market structure. Does that make sense? Smash that like button, guys. Drop a hashtag value if you're understanding what we're looking at here as far as the market structure, as far as the money flow, and why we are looking for a potential continuation down to then, in the long term, flip bullish to take that bigger trade back up. Now, again, this is not these are not trade setups. I'm not saying if we come down here, just long. It's more than that. You have to find the confirmations. You have to actually have a reason to enter the trade. This is what we do in the premium Discord, but these are just the levels that I am looking at, right? And why I'd be looking for a potential continuation down, right? Because even if we pull up Market Cipher, pull up that money flow, right? Not only do we have the change of character here, potentially to put in a lower high and a continuation down, but if we take a look at the money flow, right? 1 hour kind of faked back out into the green a little bit here, so we'll see how that chalks up. But your 2 hour money flow still kind of coming out here a little bit. And then again, your daily red dot is just about to confirm here in about 1 hour and 46 minutes with that daily bearish divergence. So there's reasons to expect a potential continuation down, and that is how I'm playing it. And again, I'm not perfect, so I missed my entry here. So I'm simply going to be looking for entries on a lower high for that potential continuation down. As long as we remain below this value area high, we can look for that continuation. We are looking, context is within the range. As long as we live in this range, we look to go from the high to the POC, bing bong, even if we bing bong around, lose the POC, look to go to the low. And that's how I'm playing it, guys. Not only based off the volume profiles, but money flow, market structure, many things are looking for this, right? And, bullish case, right? Can we just rip up from here? Maybe. But again, I would prefer, I do think there's a possibility of a continued kind of retracement here. But again, I'm going to be looking for shorts on the way up, plain and simple. All right, let's see. Shout out to Dr. Crimson's girlfriend. Checking in. What is going on? Let's check in on chat here real quick. Shout out to everybody in here. Smash that like button, guys. 550 likes to get some free crypto given away on Friday's live stream. Let's see. Shout out to Give Tyler Durden a Raise, says Chop is the name of Franklin's dog in GTA 5. I wouldn't have known that if you asked me, but I do remember that. Shout out to the GTA players out there. Hopefully, guys, if GTA finally incorporates crypto into GTA 6, guys, maybe we'll do some GTA streams. That'd be sick. If it ever comes out, right? I'm sure we'll see some other crypto. We'll see commercial... we'll see commercial jetpacks be a thing before GTA 6, but hopefully we could see that. Yeah, nice bear flag developing. Shout out to Good Travis Hunting. Shout out to you, bro. He said, nice bear flag developing on BTC. Let's see here. Bada boom, probably a lower time frame bear flag. Yep. I mean, yeah, maybe even like a, yeah, nice little flag here. Just kind of a little bit of a little get the next move down. But that's kind of what I'm looking at, guys. I do want to be clear. Just because I think there's going to be a continuation, even if the TA points to it. And again, the TA has been absolutely spot on recently, calling all these moves almost perfectly. We will be wrong again at some point. We can't be right every time. But, lately it's been playing out really well. So, but I just don't want anyone getting cocky just because our TA is banging right now. Doesn't mean that it's just 100% move to the upside. 100% guarantee that we're going to get the move down. Anything can happen, and that is why I always say you want to enter based off of triggers, right? You want to have an actual entry trigger. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Now, where can we potentially put the lower high in? Again, you're just going to want to be looking, in my opinion, at your golden pocket 786 retracements, right? So in this case, if we pull our fib from the major swing high all the way to the low, you can see we have some nice confluence here with our golden pocket and our value area high, right? So this is a key level of resistance right now. Excuse me. Got the hiccups here. Bada boom. The dump gave me hiccups, guys. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty decent zone between about 68.5. And it's not just this full golden pocket that I would be looking at. I would also be looking at this little local golden pocket as well, right? So there's no guarantee exactly where you're going to get the dump from, but you're going to want to be looking. I mean, heck, you pull a super hyper local golden pocket from right here. We're hitting that golden pocket 786 right now. So there's like, I could give all these levels till I'm blue in the face. Like, we don't know. It's all about finding the actual confirmation. So, if we come in here, who knows? Maybe we dump from here. Not impossible. But that's kind of how I go about finding those levels. And like the most sound levels that I can see right now would be from the full high to the full low. Maybe we creep up here, come play around in the highs again, and then we get a rejection back out. Start breaking the 786. Maybe we are just going to see that bigger push up. But let's take a look at the heat maps really quickly, guys. Where's that liquidity sitting right now? Let me go ahead and make sure that we got this running in current. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah. Let's see. Always reread it. Shout out to Jesse. I don't know exactly what that's in the context of. Shout out to Flat Smack. Welcome in, Flat Smack. Let's go. Speaking of Flat Smack, that like button, guys. Flat Smack is our, the like button is sponsored by Flat Smack. You can smack the like button. You can punch it. You can headbutt it. You can creepily fondle it. If you need to know what that looks like, a creepy fondle goes something like this. It's kind of like a clumsy touching, I like to call it. And only do it to the like button, guys. Make sure you're not doing that to anybody in public. You just do it to the like button only. But anyway, let's continue on here. Flat Smack said, Bears still have hopium. When will they learn? Shout out to Flat Smack. Yeah, so let's take a look at the heat map really quickly, guys. Because, again, I actually don't know, to be quite honest. Usually when I come out of weekends here, I'm pretty, out of the loop on what the sentiment is kind of, on, Twitter or YouTube or anything like that, because I kind of try to take a break from all this stuff over the weekend. So I don't know if people are, I assume people are super bearish right now just because we got the pullback. But I do just want to point out here, shout out to Flat Smack. Not looking for zero. Even if we are going to be lucky enough to get that bigger pullback here, I would still be looking for the higher low and the continuation up. Very, very important to realize here. Not calling for zero. If it's an if this and that statement, if we come down here and we wind up bing-bonging around, we don't get any bullish confirmations, and it looks bearish, right? Then we can expect a bigger move down. But until we see that, in my opinion, I would rather be looking, if we even come down here, for a higher low and a continuation up. That is simply what I would be looking at, right? So longer-term bullish, or even medium-term bullish, just looking for a little bit of a pullback. And then that POC, the nice thing is, you might be saying to yourself, well, how are we going to know, Frankie? How are we going to know if we're going to rip up from here or we're going to go down to that value area low? And in my opinion, you have that nice guiding light of the value area to let you know kind of what's going to happen next. The POC is that key level to get below if you're going to look for that bigger drop to the downside. Now, do we have liquidity to be swept down there? Let's take a look, right? So if we pull up that liquidation heat map real quick, where's that liquidity sitting? What is this? $66,000. We do have some liquidity down there. $66,000, right? Which, again, is closer to this local golden pocket, right? 66, right? This first kind of golden pocket. If we do get the pullback, maybe we come down, sweep that liquidity into the low, and then get the bigger move up. The lines are kind of chopped up because I'm on a higher time frame. But yeah, like come down to a lower time frame, right? Those local golden pockets, just understand, right? Like anytime you guys have a range or equal lows or anything like that, there's going to be liquidity sitting down below, right? Like you have this little kind of mini range right here, a lot of people longing, probably a lot of liquidity built up below this level here. And that's visualized here on the heat map, right? All the way up to about, I mean, it kind of starts at 66.5, but really it starts to pick up here about 66 to 66 into 66.5, ending at around, can't see this. Yeah, 65.5. So it's really sitting, it's kind of just sitting right below here, right? Between 66K, like all down here, right? So maybe if we come back down, we could sweep that liquidity and then get the bigger move up. But that's what I'm going to be looking at. Those are kind of the local levels. Again, just keeping an eye on this local profile to hopefully see the higher time frame bullish market structure continue. To hopefully see October, is October finally going to play out and give us that big move up? I mean, heck, I wouldn't mind it to come up from here. But if we get that big move up, are we finally going to see October play out and give us the big move up? We'll see. We'll see. The masses have to be right at some point, right? The masses have to be right at some point. The bulls come up on this move. Oh my God, 100K. Oh my God, 100K. Oh my God, 100K. Oh my God, 100K. Oh my God, 100K, right? Like every time they come out, this is it. This is it. This is it. And they were wrong every single time as we were looking for the lower highs and the dumps. But eventually, they got to be right at some point. They're not going to be wrong 100% of the time. It's almost as hard to be wrong 100% of the time as it is to be right 100% of the time. So yeah, they're going to be right at some point, hopefully. And at this point, I'm rooting for them. Let's go. Come on, let's do something here. We got October, we got the elections coming up. So yeah, maybe we can see that move up. But that's what I'm looking at, trying to catch these lower time frame trades, guys, looking for that continued move down. And that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin, guys. We'll see. We'll see what this red dot gives us. See if we can get that continued pullback. But yeah, 66K, just understand. Maybe I can mark that out. Let's mark out that liquidity real quick. I'm only going to mark out the hot spot here, about 66 down to 65.6. 66 to 65.6. Let's mark that out. So we got 66. Let's go down to a lower time frame. 66 to 65. There we go, right? And we'll mark that out as liquidity. And then we know that we have that liquidity sitting down there, right? Now, does that make sense? In my opinion, it does, right? Because if you pull these local volume profiles here, right, like even if you pull this, right, this is a range. People are long, stop loss is below. I mean, even if you pull this all the way, let's see if we pull this all the way to current here. Yeah, I mean, you got the liquidity, local, golden pocket, right? Slip that, like maybe we come down, slip the golden pocket, take that liquidity, and then bada boom. Going to be hard to call the exact move here, but it's important to know that you do have that liquidity sitting down here. Maybe that gets sucked down there. Maybe price will get attracted to that level, sweep that liquidity, and then you have that bigger key level at 64.5 starting right there with the more important, in my opinion, golden pocket, right? This is a much more important, bigger golden pocket 786 retracement. So logo levels, macro levels, that's what I'm looking at, guys. We'll see if we can get it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest, guys. Like, I'm starting to get a little nervous here. It's like, I don't know. We got to be wrong at some point. We can't get it right every time. But yeah, let's see. Smack that like button, LFG CandleMafia. Shout out to Flat Smack. We got to get like a banner. Like button. Sponsored by Flat Smack. Let's get it. Shout out to Flat Smack, OG of the CandleMafia. Let's go. Flat Smack has been here all the way since the bear market. And now, Flat Smack, we might just be ready to see those all-time highs together. I can't wait. I can't wait to go through that with the CandleMafia, especially those of you who have been here since the start. And even those newcomers, we're happy to do it with you too as well. And I guess we'll look forward to going through another bear market with the new people, with the new Mafia members. But yeah, as you guys know, the bear markets here in the CandleMafia are just as lucrative as the bull markets because we make money whether price goes up or down. I can't stress that enough. That's like the best part about being a trader. You don't have to, take a break from crypto, waiting for the bear market to get out of here, right? Like you don't have to, sell at the top. I mean, you want to sell at the top, obviously, but like you don't have to just wait for price to dump. You can make money on this dump just like we make money on the pumps, which is the beautiful thing. Like this bear market with the OG CandleMafia when we first started the channel was an absolute. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it was an absolute. I don't know. It's like another bull run, right? Because you just like you can buy down here and sell up here, you could sell up here and buy down here and make just as much money. So just keep that in mind. And the nice thing is, if you are paying attention, making money trading and shorting on the way down, you're in the market in the most important time. This is where you want to be in the market, right? If this is your first cycle, Tony D, can we drop a poll asking the Mafia if this is their first cycle? How many cycles they've been in? Have you been in? We'll just go with when did you get into crypto? 2016. We'll just go. Yeah, we'll go like beginning of bull. 2016, 2020, or now. What cycle did you get into? Were you in the 2017 bull run? Were you in the 2021 bull run? Is this your first cycle? Let me know, because if this is your first cycle, just to let you know. And it's okay. If you came in now, there's still going to be money to be made, right? There's still altcoins to buy. I mean, heck, if you even bought some Bitcoin here, which I'll be honest, I'm going to say an unpopular opinion here, guys. I am not as heavy Bitcoin as people probably would think, right? Like, I have large amounts of money, right? So I look at it as a safer bet. But if you're looking to change your life with less than $100,000, Bitcoin, may or might not be, in my opinion, for me, if I were just, if you don't have a large sum of money to invest, Bitcoin might not be the best option. If you have a few $1,000s, if you're starting with $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, wherever you are, if you're on the lower end of starting capital, if you put $10,000 into Bitcoin and it goes to 100K and you're buying in here, you're not going to make life-changing money. And that's okay. But if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for that life-changing money, you're going to have to go down that market cap list and start looking at some altcoins. So there is a lot of money to be made if you are buying in here in altcoins, all that good stuff. And we're going to get to the altcoins in just a second. But and you guys will see why there's a lot of potential in the altcoins rather than Bitcoin, right? Obviously, Bitcoin has a way higher market cap. Even if Bitcoin went to 200K, if you're investing $5,000, it's not going to change your life very likely, right? And again, everyone's in a different situation. But, if you are just getting in on this cycle, I don't know how many new people we have here, but if you're buying in here or you are buying in on the way up, another testament to wanting to be here during the bear market, these dumps, this is where you want to be paying attention to what's going on in the market, right? This is where you want to focus more than up here. People think they want to wait for the bear market to be over, wait for price to start pumping, and then they want to get into the market. This is when they all want to pay attention. But you've already missed a huge point, a huge part of the run. Now, I do think personally we may have a decent bit more to go here. But if you're just getting in, this is really the time to pay attention. When people think crypto is dead, this is when you want to get in. This is when you want to pay attention. This is when you want to do the research. When it's not in the news, when crypto's falling apart, when it's dead. Oh my God, crypto's never coming back. Bitcoin's going to zero, right? That's when you want to pay attention. That's where you want to buy, not after the hype comes back. So you don't want to be in a bull run, right? Make a little bit of money and then miss selling the top, and then just go back to your life and wait for things to get exciting to get back in. You want to be paying attention on the way down so you can get the best entries on things and have your thumb on the pulse of the market for the big move up, like we did here in the Candle Mafia. The most important part, most people think this is where you want to go away. No, this is where you want to triple and quadruple down on your research and your studying of this market, whether it's trading, whether it's just looking into the next altcoins that are going to pump in the next cycle. This is where you want to focus, not up here. But if you did come in here, don't worry. There's still plenty of money to be made. I just want to get you guys ready. If this is your first cycle, I want to get you guys ready. So you don't want to leave. You do not want to leave in the next bear market. When things feel like it's all falling apart, it's all over, you do not want to leave. That's when you want to double down on your research. I've been saying this since I started the channel, and I know it's paid out for a ton of people here in the Candle Mafia. So shout out to Jesse. Said, I did he too. I think he meant did it. Shout out to you, bro. Oh, hey, shout out to Landon, bro. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you so much. Said, Frankie, I had major surgery today, but I made it. Shout out to Landon, bro. I am extremely, extremely happy to hear that. Bro, I'm so happy I got that super chat. That super chat means more than a super chat, bro. I'm glad that you're okay and you're here to be with us here on the Frankie Candles live stream. And bro, you just had major surgery and you're still tuning in. Speaking of putting in that work and keeping that research, trying to keep your thumb on the pulse of that market. Shout out to Landon. Let's go, bro. Well, I wish you a speedy recovery. I'm not just saying that, bro. I genuinely wish that, bro. So shout out to you, Landon. I'm glad you're doing good, bro. All right, let's see. RH, thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you. He said, Frankie, thanks for answering my question in the previous stream. What exactly do you mean when you say macro, medium, and local? Okay, yeah, so shout out to RH. Before we move on to the altcoins real quick, I will just go over that, right? So when I refer to local, it kind of means two things, right? Like, I think you could somewhat interchange this. But for me personally, when you hear me say, let's look at the local levels, really what I mean is let's look at the levels that are close to where price action is now, right? So a macro level, for example, for me, would be like high time frame levels on a high time frame. So zooming out to the weekly, I would consider these macro levels, right? We have a weekly level all the way down here. This would be a macro level, right? A high time frame level, where these little levels in here on the close, the current price action, these are more local, right? So local just means like local to the current price action, and then macro means in the context of the overall, higher time frames, right? And then, medium term, or what did you say? Like medium term, in my opinion, would just be like somewhere in between that. It's not like it's not like a definite definition in my book, right? It's just kind of like depending on the context of what you're talking about, right? But generally like a monthly, weekly would be like macro. Those would be like higher time frames, like even the daily. But for me, it's like weekly, monthly, daily. Those are like higher time frame levels for me. And then like 4, 5, 6, 8 hour is like kind of medium, even 10 and 12 hour medium time frames. And then the local time frames get closer down into the lower time frames, right? So like macro levels would be like these big levels, right? Right. And then local would be like something like this. And then maybe medium term is like this, right? Like you're just looking at somewhere in between that, if that makes sense. So, all right, hopefully that answers your question. Shout out that Kush Patel said hashtag value. Let's go. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the super chats. I really appreciate you. Pay attention in the bear markets, guys. And if you're here on this YouTube channel, like I said, we make money on these moves down, and we made money on these moves down just like we did on the way back up, right? Bull market, basically just another bull market. So you can trade on the way down, short on the way down, while you're also staying in the market, preparing yourself for the ready for that next move up, where we were buying down here with that weekly money flow on Market Cypher B being in the red. Best time to buy Bitcoin before the move up. So there you go. Let me see what that poll says real quick before I move on to the altcoins. Let's see. Oh, when did you get into crypto? Wow. In the last year, it's actually, so most people got in at 2020, 20% in 2016, 9% in 2012. So we got some OGs in here. I wasn't in crypto in 2012. I personally got into crypto in 2016. Although that's not, and I've been looking at charts for longer than that, but crypto personally, I got in 2016, at the end of 2016, almost like beginning of 2017. And then, a lot of people, it doesn't surprise me, a lot of people got in 2020. And in the last year, we got about 19%. Okay, yeah, so any of those new people, guys, you're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. And it's okay that we've already seen a big pump. There's plenty of money to be made, but just keep this in mind. In the next cycle, you want to be getting in the bear market. Do not leave. It's very common for people to leave when the excitement's over. Don't be that retail. Be the people that see this as an opportunity, not, oh my God, everything's going to zero, it's all over, right? Don't be that person. Study up, accumulate, bull run. Same thing here, right? Go back to a bigger chart, right? Those people who rode up in 2016, in 2017, a lot of people saw these big dumps and they left. They thought it was dead. They got excited again. They got wrecked. They thought it was dead. And then they sold at the worst time before the next bull run. You want to be the person that makes money on the way up. Sure, you want to sell the top, but you want to continue to pay attention and even double down and put even more attention on crypto. It's easy to make money in a bull run. When you're in a parabolic bull run, when you're in this phase of the bull run, guys, this is easy to make money. This is when most people come in, right? This is when retail comes in on these big parabolic moves. It's easy to make money in this. You buy anything and it goes up. This is easy to make money in, right? You don't really, I would actually argue that, like, not that you don't want to pay attention in the parabolic move, but this is easy. What you really, but although it's easy, there's less gains to be had. When it's hard, when you actually have to focus more and do a lot of research, it's much harder to stay focused when price is going down, but the reward is much better. These people who were focusing, right, on the way down here and were accumulating down here had much more gain than the people that came in after the big rip, after Bitcoin was on the news, after Fox Business was talking about Bitcoin, right? These people got in late. They got anything they bought went up, but it only went up a little bit. The people who suffered through the bear market got the biggest reward. So remember that. It happens in every cycle. Easy money, big money. People who focused here got big money. The people who just entered in the bull run, right? A lot of people entered up here, right? But, people, once you break the all-time high at 20K, this is typically when, like, the real mania starts, right? You say, oh, my God, it's going up forever. We broke the previous all-time high at 20K. This is where your grandma's buying Bitcoin. This is where your barber's telling you meme coins to buy. Meme coins to buy, NFTs to buy. Oh, my God, my cousin's a blockchain developer. It's like, oh, my God, dude, you're a taxi driver. What is going on right now? Everyone's a crypto expert. Your friend has a crypto advisor in their Instagram bio, right? Like, this is where it's easy to make money. But these people got rewarded much more than the people that came in at the top. So just remember that for the next cycle. It's okay to come in at the top, but just understand when it comes back down, you want to triple, quadruple down on that research to make extra money like we did. Shout out to the OGs in the Candle Mafia. Focusing. I always said, pat yourselves on the back, guys. You are in the worst part of the market right now, but you will be rewarded. And here we are. So anyway, with all that being said, shout out to the Candle Mafia. Smash that like button if you guys have not already. I'm at the 2018 cycle. Shout out to Jesse. So I guess you got in 2018. So you got in round over here. Shout out to you, bro. Nice work, if that's what you mean. Okay. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. 29x my portfolio. Shout out to Jesse. Let's go. Nice work, bro. Nice work. Yeah. Shout out to Give Tyler Durden a Raise says, be careful when you have people like Rob telling you to buy something. Shout out to I have a feeling Give Tyler Durden a Raise is Tyler Durden. I'm calling it right now. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Let's see. Micro Retch Tech. Retro Mike Tech said 2008 cycle. Hint. Oh, God, guys. Is RMT Satoshi? Shout out to Retro Mike Tech. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the chat. Good to see you, bro. What is going on? Hope you're doing well. Rob says, you think? Shout out to Rob, Crypto Snob. But, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some altcoins here. First off, let's take a look at Solana, guys. Solana, absolutely, I don't want to say absolutely ripping, but finally, guys, we saw a move here on Solana, right? As you guys know, we were above this value, or POC rather, right? Just kind of bing-bonging around this POC. But as we were kind of hovering around here, once you're above that POC, we're holding support. Major level or next target to the upside was this golden pocket value area high between 163 and 164. We came on up, hit our head, broke through, bullish retest. And here we are. We're kind of just bing-bonging around up here. But here we are, finally hitting that next target to the upside. If we continue up here for Solana, is it likely, first off, and then we'll talk about the next target, which, may or may not be the same as it has been. But are we likely to just rip up here? It's kind of hard to say, to be quite honest with you. We do have the 8-hour red dot. We do have the 30-minute money flow kind of wiggling around here a little bit. For me, we talked about this in the premium Discord. If we're going to see a bigger pullback here on Solana to come back down a little bit more, I would be looking for this 30-minute money flow crossover into the red in confluence with that 8-hour red dot. Remember, guys, when you have that 8-hour red dot with your money flow crossing over into the red, well, if it's a red dot on the 8-hour, money flow crossing over into the red on the 30-minute, 8-hour 30-minute, that is oftentimes that 30-minute money flow crossover is a signal for more downside, or is usually the thing that starts that bigger move down. Now, if we go back to Bitcoin real quick, I will just show this. Shout out to, I forget who it was. I don't want to say it was the wrong person, but someone in the premium Discord, like I said, they were able to use some of the stuff that we teach in that Discord, right? And I talk about this on the live stream as well at this specific thing. But they were able to catch a nice entry, because we talk about this strategy all the time in the Discord. They were able to catch an entry into the short position up here before the bigger drop down partially based off of that same strategy, right? Money flow crosses over into the red as that 8-hour red dot is printing. Right, so they didn't just randomly see a drop down and FOMO in. They saw a drop down and they said, "Hey, I'm back down below that value area high. I'm seeing that 30-minute money flow. That's the 1-hour money flow. 30-minute money flow crossing into the red with that 8-hour red dot printing at the same time. This 8-hour money flow crossover could be the signal for that bigger drop down. Where are we looking for it to go? POC of the range. Bing, bong. You get the move right there. So very similarly, on Solana, I would be looking for something similar, right? Maybe we get the red dot here if we're able. I'll be honest, this money flow is coming up a bit. But if we're able to get that money flow crossover into the red on the 30-minute with this 8-hour red dot printing, that 30-minute money flow crossover might be the thing to look for to indicate the bigger drop down. Key level of support as of right now is going to be the value area high at 162.54. We break below that, and basically this purple box in general, that is where you can look for a little bit bigger of a pullback. Where are you likely to pull back to? Well, I'll just pull this local range here. And I do want to see this be confluent with some things here. Let me go ahead and populate this. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a fib here from this low all the way to the high. And where does that golden pocket 786 line up with? It lines up with the value area high of this local range and the value area low of this local range. So these would be some local levels I would keep an eye on if we get the bigger pullback. Bada boom, bada bing, right? And you could kind of keep an eye on this, just this local range in general, right? So if we lose that value area high golden pocket zone, that's where I would look for a move down. Generally in the grand scheme of things, you would expect to move down closer to towards that POC of the macro range. But 143 is pretty far away right now. So I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves here just yet. But locally, we could lose that value area high, start your move down towards some of these local golden pockets between 156 and 152 inside this local value area. So we'll see if we can get that bigger pullback. If not, the other option would be to hold this value area high and then continue the move up, which may not be impossible here. We'll have to, actually, yeah, I would prefer the move down. At least to the value area high. If not, once again, lose it, look to go down to these levels. And that is what I'd be looking at on Solana. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Wick's wife, MLK said it, not me. Shout out to Gen Z. I don't even know what that's in reference to. Shout out to 12 Big. What is going on, bro? Welcome in. He says nacho cheese. Nacho cheese is my cheese. Nacho cheese. Let's go. But let's see here. All right. Shout out to Ant. Shout out to Ant. Said, every time I look at this man is looking for crypto to go down. Shout out to Ant. Please stick around, bro, because I will show you exactly what we're talking about. You might be confused. You might be confusing me with some random crypto influencer that is calling for 100K. I am not ever going to come up here. And no, shout out to you. Actually, we are looking for price to go up. But the market does not just move in straight lines. So if you're new to this market, which I assume you probably are, stick around. I'm going to teach you how to anticipate what price is actually going to do, so you're not just expecting price to go up in a straight line. We are bullish on Bitcoin, right? Why are we bullish on Bitcoin? I'll just go over it one more time. We just went over this a few times, but I'll just do it one more time. We are bullish on Bitcoin. Why is that? Very simply put, the market structure here on the daily is bullish. We are putting in higher lows and higher highs. We've broken the structure to the upside, so we are expecting higher lows and continuations up. This does not guarantee that we are going to come down to this level. This means if the pullback continues, this could be a big area to look to enter some long positions, right? But in the grand scheme of the daily, right, we are bullish on crypto. Plain and simple. If we pull up Lux Algo one more time, bullish change of character. At this point, you're looking for pullbacks, right? Last time we were getting comments, this guy is always saying price is going down. All those other times that people are saying that was right here, right here, right here, and right here. Right? People are like, why is this guy always looking for price to go down? Well, because we know how to read the charts, and we oftentimes are able to call tops, not because we expect it to go to zero, but because we understand how the market actually moves, right? So we're not necessarily looking for price to go to zero, but just like right here, right? People are like, why is this guy always looking for price to go down? Well, we're not necessarily looking for it to just go down. We're looking for it to pull back, specifically to put in higher lows and continue up, right? So this is what we look for. I am a trader, so I am never just, for me, I'm a bull on crypto. I can come up here and read news stories that say that we're going to go up, and I just be like, hey, I'm bullish on crypto. Eventually, it's going to go up, right? That is basically my stance. Eventually, crypto is going to go up over time, right? I am bullish on crypto. But locally here, the reason I'm always looking for price to go down is because every time everyone just gets really bullish, price is ready to go down based off the technicals. Everyone's super bullish, price is ready to go down based off the technicals, and we called every single one of these tops. This one, this one, this one, and this one, right? And it's all proven here in the premium Discord because not only were we calling the tops, and based off technicals, not just because I'm the best, I know what I'm doing, based off very specific signals, but not only that, we were actually trading this stuff in the premium Discord, right? Even on this little pullback, we had the setup for the short from the top here, and now we are sitting around the POC. So, maybe this plays out in full, maybe it doesn't. But yeah, we are not just looking for price to go down. Common misconception, I am a trader. We catch these moves up and down, right? We caught the long. We are still long from 59K, right? So if I was just looking for price to go down, why would I be long from 59K? So take that as a lesson. The difference between a trader and just someone investing, right? I'm invested as well. But yeah, we are long from 59K. Bullish on Bitcoin. Very important to understand. I don't want people getting it twisted. We are not just bearish forever, right? If we get a pullback, we will definitely be looking for longs here. We're not looking for this to go down to zero. So shout out to Ant. Hopefully we taught you something. And if you stick around here, we'll show you how to catch these trades going up and down. When everyone gets super bullish, oh my God, all-time highs, we catch those scalps to the downside. But it doesn't mean that we don't think price is going to keep going up. But yeah, there you go. Shout out to Ant. Thank you for dropping that in there. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's see. Shout out to Jay Violet. Said my free 8 is up 4%. Let's go. Shout out to Jay Violet. Let's get it. She won our giveaway on Friday. Let's go. Shout out to Jay Violet. Bada boom, bada bing. Jesse said, I told you that was going to happen, didn't I? I don't know if he's talking about Jay Violet. Bada boom. Shout out to Corn Dog said Frankie the Bull. That was actually in the running. That was in the running for names here. For my YouTube channel. I was thinking that I thought maybe Frankie the Bull would work out good, but it would be hard because if I was shorting, I couldn't call myself Frankie the Bull. So yeah. But yeah, hopefully you guys understand that, right? Because I know, as we see these pumps, right? We've seen this move, right? Same thing. From down to 54K, which we are we're long from in the premium Discord. Everyone gets bullish, right? They expect price to go up. All the influencers saying, oh my God, we're going to 100K. And then we get the pullback, right? And then they get really bearish, but this is where we're getting bullish, right? And then they get really bullish, and this is where we're getting a little bearish. But bearish meaning in the context of specific plans, not just bearish to see price go down to zero. So yeah, if you want to make money, anybody out there that doesn't understand, if you want to learn how to make money, check out the premium Discord. Link in the description down below. But if you're not ready to be a trader and you just want to buy and hold, please do not join the premium Discord. You will be disappointed. So there you go. Let's continue on here. Okay. So we took a look at Solana. Same thing with Solana. If we do get a pullback, again, maybe we pull up to that 786. So like really to get the bigger move down on Solana into these levels to put in a higher low and continue up, we got to lose this value area high. And right now we're way above it. So, if we get below that value area high, I would look to come into these levels before continuation up. But if we continue up, the next key level is going to be 786 at 175.70. That's going to be the next target. So we'll see if we can go ahead and hit that bad boy. Shout out to Nirvana said I shorted, so we're going to the moon. Shout out to Nirvana. It can feel like that sometimes, bro. It can feel like that sometimes. I'm not a trash cat. Shout out to Wig589. He said I'm not a trash cat. I'm a trash cat. Like not a good cat. Like you're a trash cat. Like what would a trash cat be like? Like just not good at licking its paws or meowing? Shout out to Wig589. Pay yourself, baby. Shout out to Crypto Owl. Absolutely. Pay yourself. Oh God, you guys are funny. All right, so what should we take a look at now? Let's see. Drop some altcoins, guys. We're gonna freestyle these altcoins. While I take a sip of that Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. By the way, guys, let me see any of my accounts open here. Yeah, so still long from 58 and 59K. Long from 58K here on Femex, right? Still up a few grand on this one. And then I'm not logged into the Blowfin account that I'm long on, but I am still long on Blowfin as well. Not only from 58K on Femex, but long from 59K on Blowfin. And there you go. Not just saying this. Let me make sure you guys can see this, right? Bada boom, right? So we're long. We're not just bearish. We are long. We are making money whether the price goes up or down. That's why we're oftentimes looking for price to go down. All right, let's see. If you guys want to check out any of our exchange affiliates, you guys can check out the dining room as well. I've been trying to bring more attention to this because I feel like we sleep on this. If you guys want to get a taste of what we do here, I'm going to move it up a little bit because I don't want to leak if there's a post in there from this week. But if you guys want to get a taste of what we give here in the premium Discord, we give one post per week in the dining room or our freemium section of the Discord. If you use any of our exchange affiliates, come in here, read the directions on how to get access, but basically sign up for our exchange affiliates and then come in here and read this to figure out how to get access. It's super simple. And then you'll get access not only to the premium TA section, but also an altcoin alpha section. I'm not going to leak that. You get a private chat Token Metrics posts showing like bullish altcoins on Token Metrics. If you guys don't know what Token Metrics is, go check those out. But yeah, if you guys are interested or you're already signed up with our affiliates, you have access to this. So, or you can get access to this. So just go in here and check it out. But yeah, there you go. Let's see. Manta, shout out to Corn Dog. Shout out to ain't nothing but a corn dog. Shout out to Corn Dog. Let's go ahead and take a look at Manta, or Manta, as some people like to call it. Let's see. Manta Tether US. Actually, we actually haven't taken a look at Manta in quite some time. And I will say this. So yeah, I would say for the most part, yeah, I'll give you the higher time frame levels on this. Not a lot of information here on the higher time frames, but your daily money flow is in the green. I mean, I'll be honest, right? Like a lot of these altcoins, the 2-day is what looks bullish, right? We've been looking at this for the past couple of weeks. These 2-day money flow crossovers into the green are really not looking too shabby, guys. Money flow crossovers into the green on the 2 hour, as long as they're sustained, are typically pretty nice moves to the upside. I mean, we could see this on, all different types of stuff here, right? Money flow crossover into the green on Pepe back here before a massive move to the upside. Right? Goes back into the red. Another money flow crossover before another massive move to the upside. Right? And now we are getting another crossover into the green here on Pepe, right? Just to kind of show you guys what that can do. But coming back over to Manta, right? Like this money flow crossover into the green, as long as it's legit and it's not a fake out, could be a big move to the upside. Now, as far as key levels, I will pull up some of these higher time frames for you guys. Pull up the monthly here. Bada boom. Bada bing. Let's go monthly MPOC. Pull up the weeklies. Bada boom. Got a weekly MPOC up there. Get rid of that fake monthly. So, yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'll be honest. Let's see what the daily looks like. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and pull this range. Bada boom. Yeah, I mean, this is your local range right here. Between about 83 cents and about 63 cents. So that's kind of your local range. Can you get the breakout? Pull up Market Cipher. Let's check the, daily money flow in the green. Kind of hard to call this. Money flow is a little bit chopped up here on the medium time frames. Kind of just green, red, and just kind of wiggling sideways. But this is your major overall range, right? Like in the long term. Because if you pull up the daily, your major ranges, in my opinion, obviously you got this large range up here, right? And obviously we're very far away from this, but that's kind of your higher time frame range. And then you kind of have this little grind to the downside, which is a little this is how I would break up the chart personally, right? Bada boom. Remember auction market theory, guys. The price is always seeking fair value. If we impulse out of this value area, we are likely going to seek out this major value area, this previous value area. That is going to be what we're looking for if you get the impulse out. Excuse me. Now, let me actually... Yeah, you could probably even extend this a little bit. So yeah, that would kind of be the macro range that I would look at. Break out of this value area, looking to come seek out this. Now, if we pull up the visible range volume profile, you can see this is accompanied and confluent with our volume profiles. Break above this high volume node, right? This high volume node right here. Get above this, hold it as support, look at the gap above, leading you to that previous area of balance. What happens in these low volume gaps? Very simply put, quick moves down. You fall into the low volume gap, quick move down. You break back into the low volume gap, very oftentimes it will be a quick move up. So that's kind of what I would anticipate here out of Manta. Now, if I were looking to accumulate Manta long term, this would be the range to accumulate in. Does not mean you can't go lower, right? I'm not saying buy it at the bottom. There's no one that's going to know that. But that is going to be what I would look at, right? If I were accumulating Manta, this would be the area to do it before breaking up into these next previous areas of balance. Break out of this range, I'd be looking to go up here. Right? Price is always going to be attracted towards these previous areas of balance, right? It's how the market moves. So there you go. Those are levels I would be looking for. Key level to break above. The doorway to higher prices. The, oh my God, strap on the rocket ship. Strap on the rocket boots. Here we go. The doorway to higher prices, right, is going to be sitting right here at $1.08. Break above that. That's where I think the big quicker move up happens. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. Other than that, 2-day money flow looks pretty good. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's see. Shout out to Delia. I can't really see that. All those I's and L's are very close to each other, but hopefully I got one of those right. Says, please chart Brett ETH contract OX240. Thanks. Shout out to you. I appreciate the super chat so much. Is this not Arch? Are you not like? I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a trading view chart for that, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a trading view chart for that. If you can get me a trading view ticker, I will love to look at that for you, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that. There's also, if I had to guess, probably not a lot of price action on that. So it would be hard to chart just in general. But let me know, Delilah, let me know if you are, let me know if you can get me a ticker to find here on TradingView. But and I'd be happy to look at it for you. But just let me know. You don't have to super chat again. But I'll try to see your chat here in the free chat. You don't have to super chat again. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Hey. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Dropping that $200 super chat. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. I appreciate you so much, bro. You did not have to drop that, bro. He said love, trust, loyalty, dedication, giver's gain, find your people. All of it started with Frankie Candles right here in the Mafia. FYP, FCU, giver's gain. It is Monday. I thought it was going to be Tuesday. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Guys, hey, shout out to Crypto Billy, the OST of OSGs of the Candle Mafia, the creator of Giver's Gain. I'm pretty sure he was the creator of Giver's Gain. It's kind of like I am a big proponent of Giver's Gain, but I think Crypto Billy coined hashtag Giver's Gain. So shout out to Crypto Billy and shout out to Billy Goat Tails, guys. Don't forget, Tuesday is Billy Goat Tails. Check him out. And Billy, feel free to bring that up tomorrow as well. So shout out to Crypto Billy. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as long as you have, bro. Since the beginning. One of the best human beings I've ever met. And you never know, guys. You meet some awesome people. You meet some awesome people on the internet. Little did I know, one of the best people I would ever meet would be, I'd meet them in my YouTube chat. Absolutely insane. And that goes for a lot of people in the Candle Mafia. But shout out to Crypto Billy. Thank you so much for the love, bro. I really do appreciate you guys. Or appreciate you, Billy. And guys, don't forget, Billy Goat Tails. You know I won't, but okay. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Billy. He won't shill his own stuff, so I'll shill it for him. But Billy, at least remind me. Sometimes I lose track of the days. So yeah, tomorrow, Tony D, at Tony D. Shill Billy Goat Tails tomorrow, because I might forget what day it is. So shout out to Crypto Billy. We will. And that's why I don't mind doing it, bro. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Let's see. I'm driving right now. Shout out to Dave Digital. Let's go. Eyes on the road, Dave. Eyes on the road. Let's see. Jay Walker said, freestyle alts. Wojak, if you can. Appreciate all that you do, brother. Shout out to Jay Walker. Thank you for the super chat. We can check out. So yeah, guys, that's what we're looking at on Manta. Let's check out Wojak. Let's check it out. Check it out on the MEXC chart. Going to 0. I'm just kidding, Jay Walker. I'm just kidding, bro. Let's see. Love all the mods except Rob. Give Tyler Turner to raise is insane, bro. All right. Yo, shout out to Gen Z. Said my goal is to make a successful trade, then meet Mr. Frankie Candles. Shout out to Gen Z. I think we can make it happen, bro. Let me know where you're located. We're gonna do a Frankie Candles meetup one day. When the bull market's in full effect, we're gonna do some Frankie Candles meetups. That'd be sick. That's like I would love to meet all you guys. Genuinely. The only problem is I'd probably spend so much time talking to each person, we'd have to make it multiple days. But yeah, shout out to Gen Z. I hope to meet you too, bro. I genuinely mean that. All right, let's take a look here at Wojak. Let's check it out. Let's see. Let's just pull some of these. Shout out to Kevin. Hey, bro, I appreciate that super chat. We could check ApeCoin as well. ApeCoin is absolutely ripping. Shout out to ApeChain. But let's take a look at this. So, yeah, I would really be looking at this as a volume profile from, I mean, this is really all we can look at. So let me mark this out really quick on Wojak. So, I mean, it's kind of a wonky chart, to be honest, just in general. But this is kind of the only tangible profile that I could pull, to be quite honest with you. But this right over hither, there's your golden pocket 786, right? We are getting a little rejection here. So your key level of support right now is going to be this value area high at 11.9512. I don't want to butcher that, or 11.9834. Please take that from here, not from what I say, because there's a lot of numbers there. But this is your key level of support. If you start losing this level, I would say, that might put you at risk of like getting accepted back into the range and back down to the low. But it's not always binary that once you get above the low, you look for the move down to the, or get above the high, get below the high, you look for the move down to the low. It's not binary like that, right? Because the context of the market is everything. 2-day money flow crossover into the green. What do these 2-day money flows oftentimes give us? Well, they do oftentimes give us big moves up. Big moves up, right? Actually, big moves up, right? So with that, we could potentially see a continuation to the upside, but this is your key level. You break below that value area high, I'd look for a little bit more of a push to the downside. But really, where would that next move down be to? In my opinion, I mean, you do have this weekly sitting here. You do have a 786 confluent with that golden pocket. So I would probably look at this as a level of support. Golden pocket sitting right here at about 85, 887. Put a box there as well. Like these would be some local levels I would look at. And then if we pull up the VPVR, or the Variable Range Volume Profile for the nerds out there, yeah, I don't know. I would probably, these would be the levels. You break down below this value area high. In the long term, I would probably look for a cool off into the golden pocket. Maybe the 786. I would like to see a cool off into the golden pocket if you're going to continue up. But yeah, these are the levels I'd be looking at. Kind of hard to call this right now. Daily red dot is confirmed. So yeah, if you hold above this value area high, you could potentially just continue up here. Some local levels as well. Local gold. Yeah, I would look at these local fib levels. But for the most part, in the grand scheme of things, you break above that 786. That's where I would expect the bigger move up. And the question might be, hey, if we break that high right here at about 18.8954, however you want to read that number, where can price go? What we can do here is we can pull up those Fibonacci extension levels. So if you do wind up getting the bullish case, let's say you stay above the value area high, you break the 786, and you start going for, we start taking out this high, I'd be looking for Wojak to start moving into this zone right here. 0.00222, however many twos that is, 725. Take the numbers from the screen, not from what I say. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, so that's what I would look for if you get the breakout there for the bullish case. If you break down below that value area high, I'd look for the bigger move down, potentially to this golden pocket, but obviously you do have the local golden pockets as well. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, like for the most part, like these would be the big levels to look at. So there you go. That's what I'd be looking at on Wojak. Daily money flow and 2-day money flow looks pretty dang good. Shout out to Dwayne Hooper. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Said shout out to the lounge. They PMO sauce BTC recap. Shout out to Dwayne Hooper. Oh God, is my boomer showing here? PMO. I thought it said PMB. Shout out to Piato Matty B. PMO sauce. Guys, let me know. My boomer in the chat. Drop it in the chat, guys. What is PMO? Shout out to Dwayne Hooper, though. We got that sauce. BTC recap. Do you want me to go back to BTC? Like, check in on BTC? Let's see. Oh, she's pushing back down. Let me know. Shout out to Dwayne Hooper, bro. Sorry. I'm quite the boomer. Let's see. How can I use Market Cipher B that you use? Shout out to Luian. Hopefully I said that right. I can't really see it. It's very small text. This is Market Cipher B. This is a paid indicator. If you guys want to get access to Market Cipher B, you can go ahead, check out MarketCypherTrading.com, I think, is the website. But you use the link in the description down below and use our code MCFrank20. You will get a discount. Shout out to Crypto Face. But yeah, you can get a discount if you want to buy it and save some money. If not, you can go, you don't have to use it. But, put me on. Yo, shout out to Dwayne Hooper. Oh, man, that's disappointing, bro. I really am a boomer, aren't I? I should have known that. Shout out to Dwayne Hooper. BTC recap. Yeah, okay, so, so you want to, we could do a little Bitcoin recap here. But yeah, if you want Market Cypher B, guys, MC Frank20, link in the description down below if you want to get some discounts. Let's see. Shout out to All Set. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He said Frankie and the CandleMafia # Givers Gain. Shout out to All Set. Shout out to Givers Gain. Let's get it. Shout out to Crypto Billy and All Set. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you. And shout out to Wick589 with the super chat. We got a lot of super chats tonight. Wick said, look, I helping. Shout out to Wick. Wick's helping, guys. Shout out to Wick. Wick, you always help, bro. I'll be honest, bro. I can't remember the last time that I did a live stream that you were not here. I cannot remember a stream that you have not been in here for. For the love, I don't know what I'm trying to say. For the love of God, I don't think you've ever missed a stream, bro. So shout out to Wick589. You are helping every single day. Shout out to Wick589. Thank you for the super chat, bro. And All Set. Shout out to All Set for giving those 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Let's go. Unbelievable. Yo. All Set. Gifting those 5 Frankie Candles memberships. And now whoever got them is all set with those new emojis. Drop those new emojis. Drop the golden emoji in the chat, I guess. If you got a free membership, let's go. Shout out to Gibby, said, I can't figure out how to get on the Discord. It's driving me crazy. Are you using the link in the description down below, Gibby? If it is not working, you could check out FrankieCandlesTrading.com. For some reason, the link literally never works. FrankieCandlesTrading.com. And that, I think, is like the best way to get in. At Tony D, is our link broken again? But let me know. Let me know if you're using the link or how you're trying to get in there, because if you're using the link and it says it's like broken, let me know what's happening, because it literally happens every single time. I'm pretty sure it's like that 90% of the time. We have to figure out a way to fix that if that is the problem. But if not, hit up FrankieCandlesTrading.com and you should be able to get in there. It's like a big landing page that you'll be able to get in. Is the dump coming? Shout out to Boom Select. So yeah, just taking a look at Bitcoin here, guys, just to kind of update you on my thoughts on Bitcoin real quick. You know, again, based off of what I see here on the charts, we do have a little liquidity sitting down here around $66,000 and a little bit below. Key level of support to watch. If we get a dump overnight, guys, and we don't get a significant retracement and we get a bigger dump, and just so you guys know, right, like we do have some long setups that we're looking at on the way down in the premium Discord. So it's not that I'm just expecting a move down. We will be looking for longs as well. But if we do get the bigger move down, right, the biggest level of support as of right now is going to be 64.5 down to the 786 at about 63.560. Come down here to the value area low. This is where I would like to put in a higher low for the bigger continuation up to higher prices. I am bullish on Bitcoin, just looking for a small pullback, lackluster pullback to put in the higher low and continue to higher prices. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, consolidation continues. Yeah, shout out to Dickie. Bro, I hope, for the love of God, not. I hope not. I'm not saying not. I just hope not. Like, guys, the worst case scenario for me, personally, would literally be, the worst case scenario for me would literally be to continue this sideways consolidation, guys. It would be great because we would have made amazing calls leading up to this moment. If we got that move all the way back down to the value area low, maybe down to 58 to 57K, and then got another move up. But this would be the most boring move ever. That would give us, you know, assuming it played out something like this, like we're creeping up on a dang near a year of being in this sideways consolidation if that were to happen. I would hate for this to happen. I hope that doesn't happen. It would be the lowest YouTube views we'd probably ever have on the channel. There would be no interest whatsoever, but it would be very painful, which the market does like to do. But that's not what I'm looking for as of right now. Like I said, keeping my eyes on the 67K range to give me my guide on what price is likely to do. We lose that 786. I'm looking to come down to that value area low, sitting here in confluence with that. golden pocket right there, right? Maybe we come, take out that liquidity, bada boom, and then we put the higher low in, and we continue to move up. And then October actually happens, and it's exciting, and we love crypto. Hopefully we don't hate it, and it comes all the way back down to be the most boring thing ever. I would not think bear market. I would not be like, oh, my God, it's all over if that happens. I would just be like, oh, my God, this is the most boring range I've ever seen in my entire life. Potentially one of the biggest ranges ever. And we've seen this happen before, somewhat, right? From March. Oh, no, Mrs. Candles. I know it was your birthday the other day, but stop turning the fan off. Mrs. Candles is fired, guys. Mrs. Candles is 100% fired. But, yeah, we'll let that camera cool off real quick. Let me actually turn the camera fan on. Mrs. Candles trying to take us down, guys. But, yeah, if we come back here, I mean, what happens here, we basically just had sideways consolidation, right, from March all the way into about August before the big August drop. Right? And then we kind of just wiggled around sideways, did absolutely nothing until what? October. Boom. Are we just doing something very similar where we have that March consolidation? We go sideways, right? We get the big August dump, but, obviously we're not doing the same thing, right? We get the August dump. We don't just wiggle around down here, but we kind of just bing bong around until August and then boom. And that's why I'm hopefully it's just something like this, or maybe even just take off from here. I would love that too. But yeah, like if we come down, like hopefully it's something like that and not something like this. Oh my God, it would be so boring. Please, for the love of God, crypto gods, hear me pray now. Please do not bring Bitcoin to 57K all the way down. I'm not a poet, guys. I don't know how to rhyme. That was horrible. Somebody call the cops. Anyway, let's continue on. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Pennywise, said market stability due to big money coming into the game. Maybe. I don't know if, maybe that does play some kind of a role in that. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say that's I think it would take longer to see that effect, personally. I'm not saying it has no effect, but I just think this is, we've seen this happen before. This was before we finally saw another big move, 224 days. We're in that area if we start getting a move here. So it wouldn't be uncalled for or, unheard of, I should say. But yeah, that's what we're looking at on Bitcoin here, guys. We'll see what happens. We lose the POC. I'm looking down to come towards that liquidity. And we're also looking for scalp longs in the Discord, but I'm not going to give away those setups, as I want to be fair for the people who pay. So there we go. All right, let's see. Dark mode stream. Yeah, shout out to Runners for Nerds. But yeah, I'm trying to see. Let's see. Shout out to Gibby, said, take my money. Just get me in that Discord. Gibby says, I sent you a DM on Discord. For some reason, I can't get into your server. It says I'm accepted, and then it takes me to Discord, and your server isn't there. Oh, okay. So shout out to Gibby. So you got in. So it's not the problem that I'm thinking of. Thank God, because I thought we fixed that, and apparently we did. Okay, so yeah, Gibby, send Tony D a DM, or Tony, just hop on my account and answer him. But just let him know that it's Tony D. Don't impersonate me. Anyway, let's continue on here, guys. I'm going to try to fire up that camera one more time, see if we can get that to pop up. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin, guys. We took a look at Solana. We took a look at whoa. God, guys, I was just picking my nose. But yeah, we took a look at Wojak. We took a look at Bitcoin. We took a look at Solana. Let's see. We could take a look at a quick look at AVAX, or AVAX, as some people like to call it. Yeah, so we've been looking at AVAX for quite some time here. We just remain within this volume profile. When was this? This was probably last week, which was, Wednesday. So yeah, we came down, bounced off the golden pocket, which is not unheard of here in this situation. From the low to the high, we came down, put a higher low in on the golden pocket. So if we do come back down, these levels kind of remain the same. We've already tapped the golden pocket, but if we come back down, as long as you remain below this value area low, we could potentially continue down here, lose that golden pocket, look to come into the 786 POC. So that would be the next key level to the downside on AVAX between 2614 and 2581. But yeah, not too much to update here, to be quite honest. Let's take a look at the 2-day. 2-day money flow crossover into the green. This would be somewhat of a good sign if we want to start heading out of this range, come into this next one, and then potentially continue up. But until we, as long as we remain in this range, this is your, these are the levels that I'm going to be paying attention to. So if this was not the high or low for a bigger move up, which, to be honest, we never cracked the high, so maybe we go down for that 786. But these are the levels. Golden Pocket sitting at 26.91, 786, 26.10 to the POC at 25.80. Lose that POC, I'm looking down to 24.73. 2-day money flow crossover into the green. That doesn't look too bad. 3-day money flow crossover into the green as well. Looking to happen here. We're just waiting to break out of this range. For me, if I were going to accumulate AVAX here soon, this would be the place to do it, in my opinion. Even if you come down a little bit lower, this is not, in my opinion, a bad place for me, not for you, but for me to accumulate some AVAX or some AVAX here before another move up. But we'll have to see. It's all going to be tied to Bitcoin here, but those are the key levels. And then if you break out here, this is kind of your low volume gap. Remember, quick moves down oftentimes lead to quick moves up, right? You fall through the gap. Every time you come into that gap, you're probably going to get the quick move up. Sometimes it's a quick move up and down. Maybe it's a pump and dump. But if we pull up the VPVR, man, I was too quick on clicking that. Dang. VR, VP, there we go. You do have that little gap here, right? So that could potentially give you the quick move up. Come on, volume. Yeah, you have this little volume gap. So the volume really falls off. Once you get above this high volume node, right about here, right, this is really where the low volume kind of starts, right? Every time you crack above this level, you're kind of crack above it, you're right? Crack above, So you get above here and hold. That's where I would look for the quicker move up. It's your best shot at getting that quick move up through this fall off of volume into that next key level, which does sit at about $33. So with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. We're going to take a look at some more altcoins tomorrow. I do have to hop out of here. Let's see. Dot to zero. Shout out to Gen Z. I don't think Dot to zero. I know Gen Z's kidding. I don't think Dot. Crypto Billy. Hang on, guys. We got to go back. Crypto Billy wants to see Dot. Let's check it out. I got you, Billy. Let's go. Taking a look at Dot. Dot to zero. Is it the case? Is it going to nothing? Is it dumping? Is it going to zero? I'll tell you what, guys. I hold a decent amount of Dot. It's getting kind of brutal. Guys. It's getting kind of brutal. I'm not going to lie, guys. I am not immune to emotions. I keep them out of my trading, but I am not immune to emotions here. I will tell you this. We are deviated below a very important volume profile. Let me just see this chart too, real quick. Yeah. So there's kind of two contexts that I'm looking at here. In this context, we have come down into the Golden Pocket 786, and now we're just kind of creating another range here. But right now, this is your overall larger range. You deviate below, this is your discount, right? Up into your premium, back down into discount, back into discount, back above the value area low, back to the POC, back to the high, premium, back to the POC, premium, back to the POC, back to the low. We are now in discount technically in the context of this volume profile. This would make me think, if we can get a move back above this value area low, this is where you would want to see the bigger move up through the POC into the value area high. This is typically where I look for longs. This is not where I would generally be looking to short Dot, right? And that's kind of the major context that I'd be looking at. As long as we hold above the 786 at 387, I am going to be looking, I would not be looking for massive moves down. We start losing this 786. That is where I would start to be hey, shout out to Captain Kirk. Said, gotta go inside to work. Shout out to Crypto Kirk. Crypto Billy and Captain Kirk come together as Crypto Kirk. But shout out to Captain Kirk. Thank you for being here, Cap. I appreciate you so much. Said, love you guys. Gotta go back inside to work. Get in there, Sarge. I think the prisoners are getting out of control. She's turns back. She's watching the live stream. She turns back. There's a party in the jail. Shout out to Captain Kirk. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much. Shout out to Austin. Said, what are your fixed range volume profile settings? They look so much better than mine. Shout out to you, bro. I'll just go ahead. You could screenshot my settings. It's pretty 250 row size, 70 value area, which I think is default. And then there you go. You could just screenshot these and match them. But it's pretty much all default. I just have the value area high, value area low POC set. That's why I get all those levels and stuff. So you can screenshot that to copy the settings. I also have videos on how I use them. Shout out to Carrie Stressel. Said, thanks, Frankie. Have a great night. Shout out to Carrie. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. But yeah, for DOT, really we want to stay above that 786 at about 387. But until then, I would really, really like to start working our way up here. I mean, 2-day green money flow crossover into the green. Like this is what we would want for that continuation up. Is it going to happen? Like we're just not getting the move just yet. Hopefully we can get above that value area low. But the key level, doorway to higher prices, 488, in my opinion, to get the bigger move to the upside. And hopefully my DOT bag could finally come back into profit. And then looking at that other kind of context here, it's just more of like a local volume profile. It's kind of the same thing. 786, very similar to this value area low. Stay above the value area low. Look to come into about 551 as the value area high. And then once we break above 521, that is where we can get the bigger move to the upside, which is similar to getting above this value area low. So I'd be looking at it like this. This is typically where I like to look for longs to get back into the range and then see the bigger move up. Hopefully we can get it, especially with that 2-day money flow crossover. Maybe get a little bit more noise. Maybe you bing bong around here in the local range. But I'm just, for my long-term bags, I'm hoping that we can get back up in there, and that's the levels I'd be looking at. So shout out to Crypto Billy. And with all that being said, we had to stop. So we had to hop back there and take a look at that for Crypto Billy. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Smash that like button on your way out, guys, if you have not already. The more likes, the more giveaways. If we get 550 likes on tonight's stream or any stream this week, we will be giving away some Frankie Candles hats. Shout out to Gibby, said I'm going to cry. Gibby, we'll figure out how to get you in there, bro. I've taken note of that. I think Tony D is in here. Tony D is on it. Tony D, if he's anything, he's a problem solver. So, Gibby, we'll get you in there. Don't you worry. I don't know why you're having issues, but hopefully we can figure it out. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. Thank you guys for sticking around till the end, and I will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss the market updates. I dropped one earlier today breaking down the price action and what I was looking for. So make sure you turn on notifications as well so you don't miss these moves before they happen like we were looking at on Friday. And here we are, sitting with that pullback. So, yeah, with all that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's all I got. Frank Candles out. Hasta pasta. Bing bong.
What's next for me, Joe? I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready. Spit shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, don't know what is in me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up from my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
Shout out to Bill. I just love calling people's names out. They're like, did he just call me? Shout out to Bill Brower. He said, this was depressing AF. Bill, we're bullish. Am I being too bearish? I am bullish, guys. I am bullish right now. As of right now, I am bullish for a continuation up on Bitcoin, but we are just looking for a little continuation down. Not everything can continue up in a straight line. Shout out to Bill. Hopefully we didn't depress you too much. We are bullish. It doesn't mean we can't see little pullbacks in between. But the nice thing about that is this pullback could be an opportunity. Oh, wait, I'm not showing my screen. It could be an opportunity to pull in a higher low to load up on some fresh longs before seeing that next big move to the upside. So shout out to Bill. Hopefully we weren't too bearish. Am I too bearish? By the way, everyone says this guy's always looking for price to go down. I don't know. It's really hard to explain the context. But we are bullish, guys. We are bullish. We're looking for short-term pullbacks. Just like we were. Let's go back to the charts here. Just like we were here, right? We looked for the pullback here, but we also took the long from 59K for the move back up here, for the big move up, right? So just because we're bearish short term does not mean that price is going to go down forever. We're looking for something very similar. A high, a low, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high. We are bullish. Just might be able to get a little bit more of a pullback. Look at it as an opportunity. Hopefully we're not too depressing out there. But with all that being said, that's all the time I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. Hopefully we just pump and we don't get the pullback. But we got to give you the information that we have on the charts. But I'll see you guys next time. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Let me know what you guys want the next video in the beginner series to be in the chat. Drop some suggestions here. I have some ideas of what I think I'm going to do, but let me see what you guys want to see. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah, maxed out, put the